Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work?
Lieutenant, 319! Get up! Lieutenant, get up! Lieutenant, Blue 58! Blue 58! Blue 15. Lieutenant, Blue 58, 319. Lieutenant, Blue 58, 319. Lieutenant, 319. Lieutenant, 319, 319. Lieutenant, 319, Blue 59. Lieutenant, Blue 58! Lieutenant, 319! 319! Lieutenant, Blue 58! 319! Lieutenant, 319! 319! Lieutenant, Blue 58! Blue 58!
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You
319.
keep practicing like that, we are going to win a lot of ball games this season.
No. 319. Blue 15. No. 319. 319. No. 319. 319. Blue 58. 319. 319. No. 319. 319. No. 319. No. 319. Blue 59. No. Blue 58. 319. No. Blue 58. 319. 319. Blue 58. 319. Blue 58. 319. No. 319. Blue 59. No. 319. Blue 59. Join me! No. 319. 319. No. Blue 58. No. 319. No. 319. 319. No. Blue 58. Blue 58. 319. Over. No. 319. Blue 59. No. Blue 58. 319. No. 319. 319. No. 319. 319. Green 18! Green 19 down! Down! Green 18! Green 19! Blue 15! Over! Down! Blue 58! Blue 15! Down! Green 18! Green 19! Down! Green 19! Down! Green 18! Green 19! Down! Green 18! Green 19! Down! Blue 58! Green 19 down! Down! Blue 58! Blue 59! Down! Blue 58! Green 19! Down! Blue 58! Green 19! Down! Green 19! Green 19 out! Hey, where y'all going? Down! Green 19! Green 19 down! Easy. Down! Green 19! Blue 15! Down! Blue 58! Blue 15! Down! Green 19! Green 19 down! Green 19! Down! Blue 58! Green 19! Down! Green 19! Green 19! Down! Blue 58! Green 19 down! Green 19 down! Down! Green 18! Blue 15! Green 18! Green 19! Down! Green 18! Green 19! Down! Green 18! Green 19! 258. 390 down. 319. 390 down. 250 down. 319. 250 down. Shift. 319. 319. 258. 319.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn a corner, and that's what we like to see as a coach.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go! 18 gator, 18 gator. Here I come!
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
3 down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check, 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 check.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. Echo. My spot 9.
Now it's Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson options out left. He can run for it, and he will. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check curls.
On play action. Now Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. Still fighting. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On first down, Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out, and the Packers get a score closer. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Ervin, 93 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. According to the head linesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Hey, wahoo! Check 48's the mic. Check 40. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 48. 48 the mic. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 22.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a little
they?
extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tim Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Mike 59. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike, check, 59. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Go. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Let it go.
To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down.
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Here's Kaiser. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Come on, QB, come on. Set up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Kaiser, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Packers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Kaiser. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and long for Kaiser. Open man is Allison, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down. Chill.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being accurate factors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now on first, Dixon again. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 41, Griffin. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Spinning away. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. 55. Now the wolf. Check 55 to Mike. You gonna see me in your
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up. At the 23-yard line.
Set, ready. Go to base. Get in the way.
On play action, Kaiser. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open.
And this will be caught at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, 69 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Hill. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hill one more time. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Shane Ray. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is RG3. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Griffin. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Tackles.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Griffin. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, hit it. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, 75 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Kaiser now. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Griffin. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now Kaiser. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now a give here to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 46.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.